sangguniang may dangal sa budget na marangal. Honorable Presiding Officer, Vice Mayor Jevero Sibumbeo, fellow councilors, mga kapwa ko, manggagawa sa institusyong ito, guests, visitors present, katawhan sa dakbayan sa Kidapawan, ni desisyon ako, pagbarog sa hawanan karong adlawa, human ako makita, ug masusi ang proposed budget 2021, kagahapon lamang, adlawng Miyerkules, ug gipasa sa sanggunian, gi-kalendar, ug karong adlawa, mamahimong kabahin sa atong hisgutanan. Gibati na ako ang kasubo, kasakit, o pagkawalay bili sa sanggunian. Ang institusyon nga atong ginabarugan o gipanumpaang paggaprotektahan tungod og alang sa katawhan nga nipahulam lamang sa ilang pagsalig ug paglaom. Isip kita mga fiscalizer sa checks and balances sa buhatan sa hepe ehekutibo. Truly, I was alarmed, disappointed, and downhearted, for we all have our sworn duties to uphold and protect the independence and integrity of this sanggunian as a co-equal body with that of the executive. But seeing how the executive budget was presented, I cannot help but feel that it was utterly wrong to deprive the sanggunian of the funds necessary to operate and perform its indispensable mandate, and that is to legislate and do its oversight function. Nganong ako ning nasulti, unsay pundasyon sa akong gibati. Kini, mao ang kamatuuran nga sa 2021 budget, makakugang nga ang budget alang sa sangguniang panglungsod, kung asa nagalangkob sa tanan nga entitlements ug benefits sa 13 ka mga konsihal, sweldo sa mga support staff, fuel, supplies, o gitawag nato nga MOOE. Murag tagulilong, nga kalit lang na panas para sa 2021 annual budget. Gani, mukabat sa 99% ang budget cut tandi sa 2020 budget. Sa natad sa budget sa buhatan sa sangguniang sa SP Secretary, 99% ang nawala o napapa ang mga support staff nga vital o importante sa operation sa maong office. Samtang sa buhatan sa Vice Mayor's office, gipahamtangan kini og 94% nga budget cut. Sa tuig 2009-2013, kung asa ang Vice Mayor, maong atong kasamtangang mayor, tinahod nga Joseph Evangelista, ang total budget sa office sa Vice Mayor, anaa sa 14.5 million ngadto sa 18.4 million. Kung asa, ang total budget pa lamang sa kinatibuk-an sa Kidapawan naa pa lamang sa 358 million ngadto sa 506 million. Karong tuiga, kung asa naa sa 1 billion and 6 million ang proposed budget for 2021, nikabat na lamang sa 7.2 ang total budget sa City Vice Mayor. Appeal din siyempre ang isweldo sa mga empleyado o ang bugtong 1 million lamang ang para sa MOOE, fuel, supplies, trainings, repair, and maintenance. Mas samot ang nahitabo sa SP Secretary. Kung asa 2009 ngadto sa 2013, mukabat sa 873,000 ngadto sa 1 million ang budget. Sa karon, ang MOOE 36,000 na lamang. Alang siguro kini sa telecommunication o cell card. Akong bana-bana para sa secretary kay tag 3,000 man kada bulan. Tinahod nga katawhan, fellow SP members, your honors, we are now entering a new era in Kidapawan City where the Sangguniang Panglungsod is being sidelined on policy directions. I am saddened by the fact that the proposed budget submitted would effectively frustrate the avowed duty of the Sanggunian to scrutinize public spending and to conduct meaningful legislation, meaningful deliberation of the budget pursuant to the power of the purse. Mahimo tang katawanan o pagatan-awon nga walay umoy, walay kahimatngon kung kita nga nag-aaproba sa alokasyon sa budget sa way pagduha-duha o sa lunlon kasayon, musugot lang kita nga paghabwaan sa atong budget. Sakit kini tungod kay mamahimo kitang inutil o walay mabuhat sulod sa nabilin natong termino. It's very ironic when right in our very own noses, a rightful budget for our three offices as composite parts of local legislative body will be unreasonably reduced at the behest of the executive. This cannot be permitted. If we are still in our right minds and senses, we must advise the local chief executive that he cannot make the local policy unilaterally. Hiniusa lang, one line. The dominance of the local chief executive in proposing an almost zero funding for the office of the vice mayor, office of the Sangguniang Panglungsod, and office of the Sangguniang Panlungsod secretary is a threat to both principles of separation of powers and independence of each body, which may lead to a constitutional and organizational crisis. According to the United Nations Development Program, an autonomous legislative body capable of checking and scrutinizing the executive branch of government is one of the institutional components of good and best governance. There is no good governance if the Sanggunian is disabled and mutilated. The essence of decentralization of power by virtue of the local government code is the adoption of the principle of separation of powers and a system of checks and balances in the local government. The separation of powers between the executive and the legislative branches of government has been recognized as a prevailing principle of Philippine system of government encompassing local authorities. Clearly, there must be no encroachment with the others' duties and responsibilities. There should be no emasculation of the budget. To do otherwise is to abolish a body that is created by Congress. With due respect, I am afraid that the current leadership of the city government may have the character of political tradition of bossism, undermining the SP's independence and its indispensable role of checks and balances. I stand here in front of you, beloved colleagues, fervently urging every member of this august chamber to be reminded of the power vested upon us by the local government code, specifically the legislative oversight. We hold the power to review, and we are the body which is integral part of the constitutional system of checks and balances. Kita ang timbangan. The Sangguniang Panglungsod was created with co-equal power and separate function as the local legislative body. That is a mandate vested by law. The local government code has a built-in democratic norms and structures to which we are duty-bound to respect and protect at all times. The main task of the local chief executive is to ensure that the laws are faithfully executed. To my mind and heart, the proposed annual budget 2021 is unfortunately not a faithful execution or implementation of the law. The mere idea sponsored by the mayor himself of proposing to unfund the officers of the Sanggunian, the vice mayor, and the secretary to the Sanggunian may constitute a clear abuse of power and authority. The budget proposal could be sending a very strong message that the mayor is seeking to paralyze a co-equal branch of local government nga mao pagyoy mo aproba sa 2021 budget. With the budget proposal of the Honorable Mayor, he is not only violating the separation of powers so enshrined in the local government code, but he is also practically declaring that he will operate without us, without the Sanggunian at all. Are we now confronted with the mayor's political power of slave master aristocracy, arrogantly defying our long-held democratic norms as if he wants to declare that he is a king with his government ruled by him and him alone? Could it be that Mayor King, by his budget proposal, is effectively proclaiming that Sanggunian is already superseded or supplanted by his mighty power? If the answer to this question is a big yes, then this is nothing but pure cruelty and despotic leadership. The power of the mayor is not and never absolute. In fact, the mayor's main duty is, again, I would repeat, to see that laws are faithfully executed, not thwarted, sabotaged, or violated. Hugtano na kung ginahangyo ang mga 12 kakaubanang konsehales, maunsa man ang atong aspirasyon sa politika. Maunsa man ang atong partido, bisag unsay atong political leaning o inclination, let us protect the dignity of our house, and that is our Sanggunian. Ato kining balay balauranan, we were voted and expected to act within our turf and powers. Gilauman kitang modepensa sa atong mga katungod o otoridad, dili alang lamang kanato, apan sa mga katawhan, kabatanunan, o mga kaliwatan nga nauna pa nato. Respetuhon kita sa mga musunod nga henerasyon, o history will be kind to us because we fought a just cause. We fought a noble cause in defending our house. The mayor might think that he can remove us. Please, let us remind him that he cannot. The mayor might believe that he can abolish the Sanggunian. He can abolish our house. Please, I urge you, my esteemed colleagues, let us persuade him that he cannot and he should not. Elected officials like us will come and go. Mga wala ta, mo graduate ta. But the real Sanggunian, which was built by and founded by the people, will remain steadfast and faithful to its duty and its mandate. I refuse to surrender my dignity and reason in obedience to any despotic rule of everyone or anyone, even if it happens to be the mayor. I appeal sincerely to my fellow councilors. We must turn down this unconscionable budget of the Sanggunian, which was arbitrarily proposed in the most irresponsible fashion. Kung atong tugutan ug uyunan nga pahubsan kitag pondo para sa atong operation, kini makaapekto sa atong mga gimbuhaton sa pagpanday og mga balaod nun. Dili nato angay nga atong talikdan ang atong tahas ug magluib kita sa atong mahukmanong papel sa katawhan. Gisangon o gisalig kini kanato sa katawhan, labaw sa tanan, gipanumpaan nato sa Ginoo. Atong budget mao'y basihan sa atong tinuod nga mandato. Ato kining dipinsahan, atong hingusgan sa ngalan ng isang sangguniang may karangalan at ipinagbubunyi ang katarungan, palayain natin ang ating mga sarili sa takot at pag-aalinlangan. Lastly, allow me to articulate a favorite adage. Usa ka panultihon, ang way pulos nga mga politiko, maghuna-una lamang og unsaon pagdaog og pagmintina sa ilang gahom. Samtang ang mga maayo nga alagad sa katawhan, maghuna-una, dili lamang sa ilang kadaugan, kung dili unsay maayong ikapundar og ibilin nga maayo sa mga musunod pang kaliwatan. Makatarunganong budget alang sa sanggunian, susi sa buhi nga demokrasya sa atong dakbayan. Mahinuklugong buntag kanatong tanan ug akong usbon ang atong panawagan, sangguniang may dangal sa budget na marangal. Mabuhay kitang tanan.